If you want to grow on YouTube, you need people watching your videos. And a great way to get more people watching your videos is to have a custom thumbnail that really stands out from the crowd and invites people, sells people on why they should click on your video and watch your video. That's why I made a quick and easy tutorial on how to create custom thumbnails that stand out using completely free software. So let's get started. Hey, it's Daniel P. Robertson here. And if you want to grow your audience, increase your influence, and get life-changing results with affiliate marketing, then make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Okay, so in this video, we are talking about how to create quick and easy YouTube thumbnails. And so let's talk about some elements that are important for good YouTube thumbnails. As first of all, the idea of a thumbnail is to make an attractive thumbnail that's, well, it doesn't have to be necessarily attractive. It has to stand out, where sometimes ugly thumbnails stand out better than attractive thumbnails. So you want a thumbnail that stands out from the crowd and entices people to click on your video and watch your video. And so here's some key things to do that. Is first of all, faces attract more attention than non-faces. So faces are better. And a crazy face, something like what I'm doing here, you can see a crazy face attracts even more attention than just like a regular face or like a professional face. So let's try to make a crazy face. So I've got that here. And then some other things that we're going to keep in mind is if you have text, make sure the text stands out and is easy to read on mobile, because more than half the traffic on YouTube is mobile. So that's something we're going to go into as we go into this video as well. So for this part, I'm going to be using GIMP, a free software that you can download. I'm going to throw the link in the description of this video to cut myself out of the background and put a border around myself, because I think a border, an outline, makes it pop even more. So let's go ahead and start doing that. First, we're going to select the scissor select tool here in GIMP. And I'm just going to click right here at the border of my outline. And then I'm going to select another point. I'm going to click right there. And it automatically starts making a path along my outline there. I'm just going to keep doing this. And if at any point it messes up and doesn't do a good job of automatically selecting, you can click on it and drag it to adjust it. That might be something I'll try to show you here. Like right here. It just made a straight line. I don't want it to be a straight line. I want it to be molded to the side of my face. I'm going to click right here on the line, and I'm going to drag out a little bit. And then even right here with my ear, I want to drag it out here a little bit, just to kind of make it a little better. Okay, so I'm just going to keep selecting around here. See how it does if I go all the way over here. See, it didn't catch my ear, so I'm going to drag that out so that it catches my ear. It doesn't look like it did a very good job. Let me go and zoom in here. Okay. Let me move this in here. See, we're just adjusting it to make it all line up and look good. And that is still not doing it quite right. Okay, so here we go. That's a little better, and I'm going to zoom back out. Oh, that's too far. Let's go back here. Click here. Click here. Click here. Click here. And now we've gone most of the outline. Now I'm just going to click down here on the original one to connect things together. You can see here at the bottom, it's connected together, but there is kind of a little bit of space there. So I'm going to try to drag this down to make it a little bit more closer to the actual edge here. Okay, so here we've got that. My outline is pretty much complete. Zoomed out too much here. Okay, so now I'm going to just click on the inside here. You see it changes to a scissor tool looking thing. I'm going to select on the inside of this border, and now I'm selected. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I want to add transparency to this. So I'm going to go to Layer, Transparency. I'm going to add an alpha channel. That's the transparency. So that's been added in now. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Select, Invert, because I want to select not myself, I want to select everything besides myself. So you can do this with this, or you can do Control-I. So now the selection is everything on the outside of myself, and I'm going to delete that selection. So I've deleted everything. Now all you see is myself and the alpha channel that we added in. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add the border. So to do that, first I'm going to invert my selection again, so I'm on myself. So invert, Control-I. And I'm also going to add in a new layer. And this new layer, I want to be the color of the border or the outline that I'm adding. I usually do just white. I think this time I want to do something, yeah, I'll just keep it with white just to kind of make it easy. So I'm going to do a new layer right here. And I'm going to leave it white, layer fill type. Hit OK. And you see it's added a white layer on top. Now, in order to make the border, I want to make this selection a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go to Select. And I'm going to go to Grow. I'm going to grow it by 25 pixels. So now it's kind of gotten a little bit bigger. And if I delete, I'm going to invert first again. First invert again. So Control-I to invert. So now I've selected this outside area again. Outside. I'm going to delete. I've deleted that outside area. Now I'm going to take this layer right here. I'm going to move it down. So that now the layer with my image is on top of the layer with a white. And that's where the border comes from. So that part's pretty simple. So all we're going to do here, we're going to go to File. First, I'm going to save this as custom thumbnail. Let me drag that. Custom thumbnail.xcf. That's a GIMP file type. So we're going to save that. And then we want it to be a PNG file. So we're going to export it too. So we're going to export to PNG, custom thumbnail.png. We're just going to export that. And the PNG is because PNG is good for transparencies. You want transparency. So PNG is what you want for that. So now I've saved this image, or it is currently saving. And now that this is saved, I'm going to go and put this into a thumbnail using another software called, well, it's a website called Canva that lets you edit images on Canva. And I'll put that link in the description also. So once it's finished saving, it's going a little slow because I'm recording my screen right now. Usually it's a little faster than this. Okay, so it's saved. I'll just go ahead and close out of this. And here we are now on Canva. This is Canva. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to make a new image. I'm going to go to More. And for YouTube thumbnails, we want to scroll down and find the one that says YouTube thumbnail right here. That makes it so that it matches the size that we want for YouTube thumbnails. Okay, so there we go. We now have a blank image that matches the file size or the dimensions that we need for YouTube cover or our thumbnail. So next we're going to go and upload that picture we just made to here. So I'm going to go to here and I'm going to grab that image. Where is it? Right here. I'm going to take that. I'm just going to drag it over to this uploads area. So now it's uploading there. Now while we're waiting for that to upload, I'm just going to go over here to backgrounds. I'm going to pick a background. So I like to use something like this usually is pretty good. So I'll use that. And then if you want, you can change the colors on it. So click on the background and then come up here. You can change the color. Let's go with a bright green for this one. Maybe that works pretty good. Okay, so bright green. Yeah, we'll stick with that. Again, we want colors that help draw the eye. So bright colors usually work well for drawing the eye. And then let's see if this is uploaded. Well, it should be uploaded by now. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to put it into my image. I'm just going to leave it over here on the right side. I like to put it on this side because there's going to be a timestamp on the thumbnail right somewhere around here. So I want this timestamp to be there. So let's make it this bigger and drag it kind of over this way, right to here. Okay. And then we're going to put some other stuff in here. Let's do a shape. Let's do basically like, let's do something like this. Maybe it would work well. No, I think maybe I want, let's go with this one. I'm going to take that. I'm going to drag it over here. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to go to arrange and move back a layer. That way my body is on the top. I'm going to make this a bit bigger, go this way with it. And I'm going to change the colors on here. So let's do blue border. An orange background? No, wait. Blue border. Let's see how this looks. No, I don't like that. Let's try instead doing the blue. Maybe we can do orange around the outside on the border area. Maybe, let's see. You know what? Let's do this. Let's forget about that. And I'm just going to go with a solid color shape here. Let's make that bigger again. Let's just go with the blue. And I'm going to add some text on here. And again, we want it to be text that you can read easily. It's got to be big, good, easy to read fonts, and colors that stand out from the background. So let's drag that over to here. Let's just kind of make it, oh, come on. Let's make it bigger here. We're going to change the font. I want the font that I like to use is Norwester, which is hard to see on my screen here. I don't know why. In the text, we don't want to use a lot of text. We want to use text that makes it clear why they should click. So I'm just going to do easy, custom, and I'm going to make it a lot bigger. Let's see if that's big enough. Maybe even a little bit bigger than that. Okay. Just gonna make sure this thing gets centered here. I don't like how it cuts into my self there. So let's see what we can do here. That's not too bad. So that's pretty good for a basic thumbnail that looks like it will just pop out on the screen a little bit. It doesn't have to be like fancy or professional looking. As long as it's easy to understand why they should click and it's going to draw the eye, that's what we're really looking for. So hopefully this has been helpful to you. If you like videos like this, you want to learn more about how to grow your audience, increase your influence, and get life-changing results with affiliate marketing, again, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. And thanks for watching.